Hey, what's up guys? It's Wally bringing you guys episode 11 on my Ironman account. It's been about 3 weeks now since my last episode and I apologize. I explain more. I will explain why I haven't been on in 3 weeks, but let's just get into this episode. So you can see that I did some crafting. Got my crafting level up to 42 because there's one of the requirements that I needed to make myself a fishbowl for a fish. And it sounded funny when I said that. I needed to make myself a fishbowl for a quest, a sub-quest, and that was Pirate Pete, I think. I believe it's Pirate Pete. But I also got other sub-quests done, such as Evil Dave and Lumbridge Guide, and also that Ogre, Scratch Ogre guy. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but you guys will see who I'm talking about. Anyways guys, so you can see that I'm starting on the subquest Pirate Pete, I believe, and that's why I got myself 42 crafting, because I need to craft myself a fishbowl. Now I don't think these are tradable either. You guys might ask me, why do I level up my crafting level using silver bars instead of smithing or crafting, I mean molten glass? Well, the reason why is because I don't want to copy what other Ironman accounts are doing at the moment. It seems that other Ironman accounts are lowering up their crafting by buying soda ashes and also a bucket of sand in Catherby, and then crafting them into molten glass. I find that mining silver ore is another good way to level up your crafting level, but you do need to smith them into silver bars before you can actually get some crafting XP. So over these 3 weeks, I believe, or 2 weeks, I've been getting emails from comments on my videos on these episodes, and also inboxes from you guys asking when am I going to make the next episode. That was actually supposed to be last week, but I didn't get on RuneScape at all last week, except for one of my clan events that I had last weekend on Friday, I believe it was. I only got on for that, and the reason why I haven't been on a lot is mainly because of what happened at the beginning of this month. My place actually caught on fire. I'm not joking or anything. It was me and my older brother's place. He was my roommate, and he had a couple friends over, and they were drinking, and I went out that evening, didn't get back until midnight, and when I got back, I noticed smoke and some fire coming out the windows. So at first I was scared that I lost my older brother, but no one got hurt, so that's a good thing. Alright, so I wanted to give you guys at least one tip for every subquest, and for the Pirate Pete one, I would recommend getting at least 2 kelp and 2 crab meat, 2 bread, and 2 raw cod, in case you've burnt your first fish cake like I did. For the Scratch subquest, I would recommend getting more than 3 floating toads, like a quest guide would tell you to do, because sometimes it would take more than 3 floating toads to kill the jubbly. I had to get myself more than 3 floating toads before I could kill the son of a gun. I think I had to get close to 9 of them. Now for Evil Dave, it's about to start. For Evil Dave, if you can't enter the Warriors Guild, you can go to Sears Village and speak to the bartender at the bar and buy stews from him. I only had to buy a full inventory of them in order to get the right amount of spices for Evil Dave. Now I'm sure a lot of you guys don't like this subclass. I don't either. In order to do it pretty quick, you need your cat to be a grown cat, like an adult cat. A kitten would be too slow. I did this on my main account. I didn't have a grown cat. I actually had a kitten when I did this subquest, and man, it took me I don't even remember, but it must have been more than 1 hour before I actually completed this subquest. And I told myself I'd never do it again, but I'm doing it again on my Ironman account. But that's one tip, but I wanted to give you a second one. You might notice by my username Ironman Wally there, I have 1 brown, 2 orange, 2 red, and 3 yellow. Now in order to figure out his spice, you have to get at least 6 doses of each color: red, orange, brown, and yellow. Let's use orange for example. What you want to do is use 1 dose of orange with a stew, and if he says something like it's nothing like he tasted and all spices are wrong, then use 2 doses of orange I mean, and then if he says the same thing, then it has to be 3. So you mark that down somewhere. You can mark it down on your forehead, you can mark it down on a chat box like I did. It's up to you. And then you move on to the next color. Before I could do the other subquests, which was the Lumbridge Guide, I needed to do a few quests, and that was Plague City, Mystery Murder, Witch's House, and also Biohazard. Right now I'm working on, right now I'm doing Plague City, as you can see. I'm just trying to get into the pipe, and I forget how to do it. Most of the time I would read a quest guide, but right now I'm not, which is why I'm kind of like standing here not knowing what to do, just thinking. I actually had to go to a quest guide and read for this part because I wasn't very sure how to get through the pipe. See, I used the spade against with the rope. I thought that was kind of funny. So I was like, okay, so I went to read a quest guide and I was like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. Go talk to, what's his name? Edmund, yeah. So, yeah. Most of the time though, I don't have to read a quest guide when I do a quest because I know them, know most of them anyways by heart. But this is one part in this quest where I just needed to read a quest guide. And I'm pretty sure it's not against the rules for Ironman account. Every player reads a quest guide once in a while. I'm one of those players, but yeah, like I said before, most of the time I don't have to read one. Alright, so my current goals on my Ironman account just to keep questing until I have the requirements for Legends quest, but there's also skills that I need to level up, and I'll show you that more. I'll show more, at the end of this episode. I actually want to talk about one comment that I read, that someone commented on one of my episodes and said something like, I should only make episodes when something actually happens, and I think what he means is if I get 70 agility, if I get I guess 43 prayer, something like that. I guess that's what he means. But what I like to do for my episodes is to record my gameplay and only add it to an episode that's worth showing, like questing would be one, and that's pretty much what I do in this episode, and that's why it's almost 14 minutes long. So in my last episode, I asked you guys to comment and let me know what you want to see for the next episode. A lot of you guys requested questing. You guys want to see me do more quests and also work on my combat level. But I didn't get any combat leveling done in this episode because I did a lot of questing. And but that will be for sure the next episode. I'm gonna do some more combat leveling with Slayer and some AFKing as well. Because I do want to show you guys one spot that I have in mind. I still haven't showed you guys this, and I mentioned this in my last episode. I wanted to show you guys a really good spot to AFK your combat level around 60 combat. I'm currently 60 combat, and I want to share that training spot with you guys. I don't think a lot of players go there or know about the place. There was one commentary guide for it, or two of them, but it seems like it's not very popular due to Nightmare Zone. But for Ironman accounts, Nightmare Zone, unless you only get certain quests done, Nightmare Zone is possible. But right now, since I completed so many quests with old school RuneScape bosses that are in a quest, such as Alvarg, then I don't think I'll be able to do that Nightmare Zone thing to train my combat level. The other request was full rune set armor. That's another thing that I want to work on before the next episode. I want to get some rune armor finally, because this adamant armor is it's starting to look a little newbie on a 60 combat player, even though I'm an Ironman account, but I still would like to get myself rune armor. I think those were all the requests that you guys asked me to do for this episode. But I didn't fulfill every request, and that's something I want you guys to know, that even though I asked you guys to comment on that video, which was episode 10, and let me know what you guys want me to do, I just want you guys to know that I won't be able to fulfill every request, and I didn't fulfill two of them, which was full rune armor and also combat training. In the next episode I will have full rune armor, because that's one of my short-term goals pretty much on my Ironman account, and also I need to make money in order to get full rune armor, because I need to buy this rune plate body and the plate legs, and I don't think I could buy the kite shield, but I guess the adamant shield will do until I can get like a rune defender at Warriors Guild, but for the full rune helm I'm going to have to kill greater demons. But that's not a problem. I need to get my magic level up anyways for the Legends quest, because I think I need 56 magic. I'm currently at 52. I'm pretty sure you guys heard of him already, and I watch his videos myself. And his username in game is solo, I think it's solo OSRS, or it could be the other way around, but his main account is a friend. I've been watching his progress videos for his Ironman account, and I noticed that he found out a really awesome way to make money for Ironman accounts. It's better than looting steel plate bodies, and that's killing imps in the God Wars dungeon in the wilderness. But it's kind of the same with crafting. I don't really want to copy other Ironman accounts the way they do things on the game. I mean, there's different ways to do stuff, such as leveling up my crafting. You know, I'm doing it by just mining silver ore and then crafting silver bars into tiaras, and that's what I'm doing for my crafting levels. And it's kind of like that. I don't really want to take that idea to make money, so I've been thinking about how I'm going to make my money. But before I get more into that, let's talk about this one subquest, Lumbridge Guide. There's not really any tips that I can give you for this subquest, because it's easy. You have to complete 3 quizzes, and they're very easy. If you read a quest guide, that's what I did, by the way, guys, for this subquest. I just read a quest guide, and it's very easy. You have to complete 3 quizzes, like I said, and that's all you have to do. There's not really any tips to give you for this. Actually, there's one small tip that I can give you guys for this subquest. You can buy all the ingredients in the basement of the Lumbridge there, in the chest. You can buy every ingredient you need to cook the Lumbridge Guide, his cake of guidance. And yeah, that's pretty much the only tip. Alright, so back to money making. I've thought about making money through fletching, and I'm pretty close to oak short bows. I'm not sure what you get using the high level alchemy spell on them, but I know it's a good amount of GP, and that's how I'm going to make my money to afford a rune plate body, rune plate legs, just using the fletching skill and magic skill together. And the nature runes, I will be going to the Fountain of Rune to High Elk, because I just can't runecraft nature runes at the moment. Alright, so this episode's are about to end. I'm just showing you now that I'm at adamant gloves, and yeah, rune gloves is going to be another week, I would think. So I'm currently working on my mining level, trying to get 52, and then I'm going to work on 50 smithing, and then work on the other skills that I need for the Legends quest, such as these ones right here. 56 magic, 50 agility, 50 crafting and wood cutting, and also these other quests that I need to get done. Heroes quest, family quest, well, you've seen everything there. Underground pass, that's going to be interesting for one episode. I'm going to try and make that one live commentary too. That way you guys can hear my reactions when I'm falling down. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm glad to be back, but episode every week, guys, that's what I can do for you now, just because of my schedule, and life is busy at the moment. But yeah, bye.